Let me talk to you about, what do they call you in business?
What do they call me? A Terminator? They call me a no kidding, make it happen, bottom line producing machine is what they call me.
Okay, you also used another word.
I used earlier, yes.
Okay, and you said it proudly to me.
Absolutely.
Okay, so in a strange way, isn't that just another set of words for, you know what, the reason you've been so successful, you went from somebody who had a buck in their pocket.
$1.11.
$1.11.
Yes.
You corrected me once again, the statement.
Yeah.
And that, what you just said, this take no prisoners attitude.
Not take no prisoners, take charge. Take charge of and be responsible for what you want. Get clear on what you want. You don't have to cut people off at the knees in order to do that. Create partnerships. Create an alliance and create an extraordinary team.
I think what's so dangerous about what Chris is saying, Donnie, is that he is framing female advancement in the language of male-dominated business.
Kathy, give me examples, one second, just cut you off. Give me some examples that you've seen in the workplace where his thinking is archaic, but other instances where maybe there is some validations to it.
Well, there is validations to it. I myself was not invited into a boardroom because I was female. And after a few opportunities or a few things that happened like that, I said, wait a second, there's got to be a way to do this differently. So forget about the alpha male playbook.
So what'd you do? What'd you do?
I created my own playbook. I'm scrappy. I'm a maniac on a mission.
Okay, so here's the thing I'll agree with. If you don't want to deal with alpha males in the business world,
I didn't want to deal with it. That's not what I said.
If you don't want to learn how to get in the room...
Can I finish, please?
If you don't want to learn how to get in the room...
You're disrespecting me. You're disrespecting me. That's not acceptable.
You're taking it personally.
No, I'm not.
Chapter 7.
I'm not taking it personally. I'm asking for respect. That's unacceptable behavior to me. It's not okay.
Taking it personally.
No.
I think she's actually acting like an alpha female.
Well,
I think
absolutely.
she's calling you out. I think the interesting thing is that you guys are saying you're fighting, but you're living embodiment of the same thing. You said that they wouldn't let you into this boardroom.
Yes.
Okay? So what did you do? You didn't whine, you didn't consult,
no.
You found your own boardroom.
I created my own boardroom, now I own it.
I think what's really dangerous about what Chris is saying, and it particularly alarms me that he's going to high schools with this message and teaching young girls that in order to get ahead in business, that business is fully dominated by these type of men, and that you're going to be viewed a certain way so that when you're walking into your first job, you already feel like an object.
No, I think what Chris is saying is this, that a lot of, because there are differences between men and women, that a lot of the roles that women have played to even be successful in business, it goes to just a point to be super successful, uber successful, own your own super, multi-million-dollar company, whatnot, that maybe you do have to have a little of this extra male stuff in you and put up with that B word.
Not male, just moxie.
Well, but my question is, I buy into your mythology. Are you arguing with me? If you had worked through the corporate world and got to the top, but what you're telling me is you were unsuccessful with your strategies. So
That's not what I said.
You decided to form your own company when you couldn't get in the boardroom.
So that means I'm unsuccessful?
Unsuccessful.
You want to be careful.
Why does it? And this is ironic because I'm a guy that has 80% of my senior people have been women. I've written a book, a chapter in it that women, give me a man and a woman at the same time, I'll take the woman every time. But let me ask you a question though. As soon as you started talking about I'm a Terminator, you use the B word. They wait outside your door because you fired. I'm like, I want to dance with her. I wanted to go business with you. So you.
I produce results though, so you can't be like that if you don't produce results. It's about results and value.
But I think a lot of women have been sold a bill of goods, maybe that no, as a woman in business, you produce them differently, and you have to finesse the men a bit.
Also, McKinsey study, there's a Harvard Business Review study that just came out that also said that women define success extremely differently than men. So it's not necessarily that we have sensibilities, we have different priorities. And trying to shove this alpha male, whatever, thesis down our throat and saying you've got to become this in order to be successful is a bunch of baloney.
So what are your different priorities? Obviously, men and women are different.
One of the big ones is family. And right now, if you look at the senior management in companies, Donnie, 52% of the men in senior management have a full-time stay-at-home spouse. Only 18% of the women in senior management do. That's a very big difference in terms of what you need to balance in terms of your life.
But to his point, maybe, if a woman brought some of those alpha male tendencies into a formula, she might be able to enforce and have more of a stay-at-home.
What about all the single mothers that are very successful in corporate America? They don't have that spouse staying at home.